19, 2021, 3:45 p.m. Episode 1130. And this is something that's been bugging me for a few days now, maybe before the last week. It's all these turds who keep screaming about being censored by social media. Let's get a couple things straight. You are not being censored, okay? You are not guaranteed by the Constitution to have a platform on Twitter or Facebook, you know. And the thing is, you goons, you didn't complain about this when Donald Trump tried to ban TikTok. You didn't complain about the First Amendment being violated when Donald Trump said that we should get rid of that, and so that we can sue people for what they write. You know, which is basically whenever you print facts about Donald Trump, he wants to sue you and have you the outlet dismantled and the journalists thrown in prison. And you guys didn't scream when Donald Trump, this personal Twitter account that became pretty much public record, when he started blocking people. You know, you guys didn't scream about any of that. But now, because Twitter and Facebook, YouTube, and servers are removing Parler, because they're removing terrorists, you guys are like, oh no, they're infringing upon our freedom of speech. We're being censored. We should be allowed to like engage in terrorism and recruit future terrorists, little racist white nationalist terrorists. We should be able to we have a right to use Twitter and to use Amazon server for Parler for our hate speech. No, you don't have a right to any of that fucking shit. You don't. It doesn't belong to you. And let me point something out to you. This terrorism. They're not blocking conservatives, they're blocking terrorists. And now it just so happens that all those terrorists are maggots. They're all MAGA conservatives. They're all Trumplicans. It's not their Twitter's fault. It's not my fault. You guys are a bunch of pieces of shit. Okay? And it's like TJ down there was talking about that he's glad of the MAGA Americans. He loves them. They're beautiful. But he disowns the ones who did the violent stuff. It was all violent, dude. Everybody who broke into that Capitol made it possible for the maggots to murder the cop. Okay? Anyone being proud of that, what happened at the Capitol, might as well be proud of airplanes flying into World Trade Center, to the Twin Towers. Because it was an act of terrorism against the United States. It was an insurrection. It was a bloody coup attempt. And you failed. I mean, you try to disenfranchise millions of votes to install a fascist dictator, and you're proud of that? Get out of here. I don't support terrorists, and apparently neither does social media. So, you see how long this one stays on Facebook, right? And if Facebook removes it, I won't call it that I'm being censored. I'll be upset, but I wouldn't say I was being censored, because I don't have a right. Well, talk about YouTube. I don't have a right to be here on YouTube. I don't have that right. I have that privilege. A lot of people, conservatives, don't understand the difference between privilege and a right. You know? Kind of like driving a car. You don't have a right to drive a car. That is a privilege. All right. You have a right to free speech, but you don't have a right to where you're going to say it. You know? People don't understand that. All right. And the first thing that you walk away from with all the violence and a coup attempt is like, oh no, our free speech is being attacked. They removed Trump from Twitter and all the terrorists. If that's your biggest concern about it, then screw you. Seriously. That's your priority? Yeah, fuck that. Shout outs real quick. Vivian Martinez, Robert Cordino, Tedo85, and Thos Weeble. Thank you so much for all the comments. I'm sorry I ran it too long with this one. I couldn't really address all your stuff. And all the compliments. Thank you, everything. I read them all. I just didn't have time to read them out loud. All right. Take another second here. I'll see everybody tomorrow on Inauguration Day. Hopefully nothing happens bad between now and then. Bye.